story, but this is a concerning NDC story. I don't know why they are always after my friend Joyce Bawa, but maybe she's the reason why they are after her. So Joyce Bawa has been talking, threatening to sue everybody. Says anybody who talks about me, I'm going to sue you, and so maybe she will sue us. But it's always difficult to sue us because we stay on the facts. We don't do that kind of thing. So you can sue, but you might not succeed. So this is the fact. This is letters that have been coming out. Now we all remember. Before I go to that, let's look at what is this about. Enokofi Nyako, how are you? You are fighting a good fight as a Lone Ranger. We support you. So Enokofi Nyako writes, sends this letter and says that she's referring to Joyce Bawa. She says, you bought this car cheaply for $14,700 on 6th January 2017, just one day to the handover officially. Meanwhile, teachers and nurses who were employed before your government took office have been sacked. You drive this car happily and then call people names. So this thing must stop. You know, politicians are leaving office and then they say, I want the car, give it to me. But Joyce Bawa, you bought a government car for $14,000. A car that is not worth $14,000. You bought it for $14,000. Joyce Bawa says that she didn't say the price is $14,000. It is STC, the State Transport Company, who said that. So if we like, we should go and ask the State Transport Company. Joyce Bawa, you are buying a state car for $14,000 when you are minister. You can talk about other people. When you bought a car for 14,000 cedis, I have never bought any state car for 14,000. I don't know whether some of my friends have, but I have never bought a state car for 14. I've never bought some at all, whether it's 0 cedis, 100 cedis, 200 cedis, 500 cedis. I have never done that before. So why will people who go and do minister work like me, they are either same age, same skill, same qualification. I work in Metro TV. I don't get to buy a state car. I don't want it. Why is Joyce Bawa buying a state car? A practice that Akufo-Addo clearly ended. We all know what Akufo-Addo said when he was leaving. He said, no minister should take any car away. So we said on this program that Akufo-Addo has kept the cars. Any minister who buys a new car, we will know. And we will know that you are misapplying the state resources. This is Akufo-Addo. No official vehicle shall be acquired by appointees of the current government. So Joyce Bawa, between you and Akufo-Addo, who is a more altruistic politician? Who is a more patriotic politician? You, Joyce Bawa, you bought your car. This is Akufo-Addo speaking at the end of the government. He says, no official vehicle shall be acquired by appointees of the current administration. Akufo-Addo ended that practice. But you people say he's Nebuchadnezzar. That's what you say of him. But he ended that practice. Joyce Bawa, you were buying a car on 6th January. 6th January, you were hurriedly buying a car. If we call all those people who buy state cars as thieves, Joyce Bawa, what shall we call you? Because you and your friends have been talking about this for all the time. I didn't know that you have bought a car. I think that is very embarrassing. You have become a minister. You are leaving. Then you say that STC, value the car that government gave me and let me buy it. What kind of cheap behavior is that? What is that? That's why I like what Akufo-Addo said. Leave the car there and go away. Why should you take the car away? You can, after you finish being a minister, you can do what you want to do. Look at the letter. Joyce Bawa says here as follows. This is what she says. Since their crushing defeat in the last election, the MPP's strategy appears to be nothing more than tickle yourself and laugh, in quotes. They have, she says, resorted to baseless, needless, and unjustified attacks of seeking to undermine my person for the lawful acquisition of a vehicle for personal use. Joyce Bawa, you are calling the car that the taxpayer gave to you as a deputy minister of transport. You are calling that undermine my person for a lawful acquisition. You call that a lawful acquisition. Now Akufo-Addo has made it unlawful. You said it's a lawful acquisition. You come and be a minister. They pay you. They pay. Today, recently we heard the fantastic salaries they pay. They pay you. They pay your driver. They pay your houseboy. They give you a bungalow. They give you a car. In fact, more than one car. You are living and you say that you lawfully acquired. Lawfully from where? That Toyota Avensis you bought for $14,000 is lawful acquisition. Joyce Bawa, come again. Come again. It may be lawful, but it is immoral. I'm telling you. It is completely and grossly and manifestly immoral for you to do that. Even President John Dramani Mahama, when he was leaving office in 2000, he didn't take the car. He didn't take it. He left it at the ministry. will go to his house and say that I left the car there. He had a beautiful Passat, very nice one, blue one. He left it there. That was in 2000. 17 years after that, 2017, you, Joyce Bawa, you are taking the car away and you say that you acquired it lawfully. After the election is lost, same way MPP have lost today. After the NDC was defeated, 6th of January, you are going home and you take the car. And you say that you bought the car and acquired it lawfully. Really? And you can talk about other people that they are corrupt? I don't even know. I mean, I don't like people attacking women. You see, I don't like that. It worries me when women in public life, and that's why I went to the defense of Hawa Kumsi. I don't like that. But some of the things Joyce Bawa does, you cannot but explain to the general public, and it will seem like an attack. How can you say this? That you acquired the car lawfully. You, a politician, sitting on the taxpayers' money, sitting on taxpayers' salary. You've been on taxpayers' salary for 4 or 8 years when you're a transport minister. Your everything is paid by the taxpayer. And then you are going away and you take car that STC said is 14,000. I paid by cash. Let's see what else it says. It says the attacks would have been justified if, in their haste to attack me, they were able to show that the acquisition was not in full compliance with my conditions of service or any law. She says it was in compliance. My adherence to the law and service to Ghana is buttressed by the fact that I have not been the subject of any investigation or complaints regarding the acquisition of state vehicle. Well, sorry, Joyce Bawa, you are now a subject of immoral investigation. You are now a subject of perpetrating immorality. Political immorality is taking the taxpayer's car home. You heard Akufo-Addo, nobody should take any car home. That is the proper moral position to take. That is the correct moral position to take. Did your colleague ministers take car home? Did Omanibo Ama take a car home when he was leaving Ministry of Communication? Did Ablakwa take a car home when he was leaving Ministry of Education? Did Jenana Opoko-Agyeman take a car home when she was leaving Ministry of Education? Is that what you people were doing? I don't know. I don't have any evidence of that. But yours, there's evidence. And it is completely immoral. It is very, very immoral. You can't do that. You shouldn't do that. No politician should do that. And I'm hoping that we will not hear that new ministers are buying cars, because Akufo-Addo said, everybody leave your car. So every minister, you said Akufo-Addo had ministers, 1,000 ministers, right? Oh, okay, that's even better. Akufo-Addo had 80 ministers. You have 60. So 80 cars have been left. It's more than enough. No minister should buy a car. If you buy a car, we'll hear. We'll put it here. And I'm telling you, Sam George, all of you, if you buy a car, we'll know. Akufo-Addo says every minister should leave the car. 80 people have left cars. You are 60. You have 20 more to spare. You cannot buy a car with taxpayers' money in this circumstance in 2025. You shouldn't do that if you are moral. You can do it and hide it from us. We won't know because you are in government. When you leave government and come, we will know. But if you do it and we get to know, we'll publish it here. We will name and shame. We will name and shame. We will name and shame those ministers who, in spite of having come to meet Land Cruiser, good condition, sitting in the Ministry of Transport, Defense, Interior, Education, anywhere, that those cars are sitting there, we will name and shame you if we hear that you've gone to buy. If you buy to go to PPA, we will know. As soon as something goes to PPA, hey, minister has come to buy a car, we will know. We'll publish it here. Joyce Bawa, you should be apologizing to people that I will never do that again. It was wrong and I won't do it again. You don't come and occupy the moral high ground when you have very little morality. You are suffering from a deficit of morality in this conversation. You don't have morality. You don't have it. And then you are talking about people. She said, sadly, leading figures and rank and file of the MPP have made me a target of their frustration and constantly throw accusations at me, yet none sticks. Valuation of vehicles, she says, are done by the state transport company, and as the experts, they have their established criteria for conducting valuations on vehicles. So it is completely out of place for anyone to attack me on the price of the vehicle when the real questions should be directed at the state transport company to lay bare the parameters for conducting valuation to determine prices of vehicles. Notice, she says, is hereby given that unlike before, I won't hesitate to take legal action against such perpetrators of such false and malicious publications. It is not surprising that Ghanaians kick the incompetent and nation-wrecking MPP out of the government. Hashtag acta non-verba. Okay. Hashtag acta non-verba. All right. Joyce Bawa, you may be right about a lot of things you are saying, but who are you threatening? Who are you taking to court? You bought the car. You've sheepishly bought a government car for 14,000 cedis when the cost of the car is about 160,000 cedis. You go and buy it for 14,000. You're telling her you take us to court. Really? Go to the court. You owe Ghana. I don't owe Ghana. You do. You've stolen the people's car. Stolen, in quotes, stolen. You've stolen the people's car. It's for the people. You bought it for 14,000 because STC says you should buy it. What's she saying here? Now, somebody said something I was saying. Ajo Enima, thank you. She said, Madam Joyce Bawa Mogtari, this was you acquiring a state vehicle for 14,700 on January 6, 2017, the eve of a new president swearing in. At the time, you were the Deputy Minister for Transport. The issue isn't whether you acquired it legally or not. After all, those who you have accused of acquiring state property also have proper documentation, yet you label them corrupt. Respectfully, you lack the moral grounds. That's the point I've been making, Joyce Bawa. You are suffering from a deficit of morality. You don't have the moral rights to comment about anybody. You took the taxpayer's car to your house for 14,000 when it should have been for over 100 and something thousand. You took it for 14,000. And then Oral is talking about people who are collecting Cantonment's land for 150,000 instead of this. They have forgotten you are there. Joyce Bawa should go to Oral. Oral, investigate Joyce Bawa. Let's see whether she had the moral right to acquire the vehicle. Operation Recover All Loot. 14,700. Really? It goes on. Respectfully, Ajo Enima says, you lack the moral grounds to accuse others of something you are equally guilty of. Suddenly threatening legal action over claims that you have been circulating since 2017 is quite amusing. If you are going by the NDC logic, you've had 8 years to take action. So why now? Is it because you are in power and can use that influence to intimidate people? Joyce Bawa, come again. Joyce Bawa, come again. You are not more Ghanaian than anybody else. Relax. You've won an election, but you're not more Ghanaian than anybody else. Whenever you speak, you have to be careful. I was standing here when Oral started. Somebody called me and said, Charlie, the Cantonment's land that they shared, I hope you are not part of it. I said, no, please. No, please. He said, because if you are part of it, you can't continue doing your Good Evening Ghana touch screen anymore. Because the Cantonment's land, it is not good. I said, thank you. So it's a moral question. You go and take state car for 14,700, and then you come and tell us that somebody is a thief, Joyce Bawa. You can't say that. Another person can say it. Maybe, I don't know who is there, Kofi Boache or somebody can say it. Yeah. Dom level, yeah, he may be able to say that, But not you, Joyce Bawa. You cannot say that. This is you. This is you acquiring a car the day before President Akufo-Addo was sworn in. You, Joyce Bawa, you were in a hurry writing documents and they signed it for you. Can you give me the full documents of the Joyce Bawa thing? Let me just get the signatures and then we'll deal with the documentation of the one that was signed for her. I think they're going to show you very soon. It's going to come. Joyce Bawa, it is you. You were acquiring these things. Is it here? Okay, yeah, it's here. 6 January 2017, that's the date on this document. It's Office of the President, Flagstaff House. 6 January 2017, change of ownership, / registration, make / type of vehicle, Toyota Avensis, chassis number is there, registration number is a 2014 car, and in 2017, I've done 3 years. Approval, it says, has been given for the ownership of the vehicle, whose particulars are shown above, to be changed into the name of Madam Joyce Bawa Mogtari, Office of the President, P.O. Box, blah, blah, blah. It is noted that the above vehicle was sold to Madam Joyce Mogtari as part of the end of service benefit as a political appointee. It's signed by the Honorable Julius Deborah, Chief of Staff. Political appointee. Have political appointees ended? Don't they still have terms of whatever? What do they call it? Terms of something. This is the receipt. She paid the money in cash. Hey, Joyce Bawa, she has money. 14,000. She paid. That's a car. The new Avensis. Joyce Bawa, you bought this car for 14,000 cedis. Erade. Why? Because you're a deputy minister. You are more Ghanaian than somebody. You are deputy minister, so you should get this car for 14,000. Why do you do those things? And if you've done it, yeah, that time it was good. Akufo-Addo has put an end to it. Akufo-Addo says nobody should do that again. So Akufo-Addo has issued policy against it. So it never happened in 2024. None of Akufo-Addo's ministers went to STC. Go and ask STC. whether the work that you people gave them on 6th January 2017, whether they have been given that work now. None of Akufo-Addo's ministers did anything. So they didn't go to STC and say, STC, show me that. That STC work became superfluous. It was rendered superfluous by Akufo-Addo's policy direction that you cannot have the car. You, Joyce Bawa, look at it, you bought the car. Oliver Vamaho, my friend, Democracy Hub, have you seen it? Democracy Hub, have you seen it? You people have been talking about constitutional arrangement and what we should do. Joyce Bawa, she says that she acquired it lawfully. Akufo-Addo has issued a policy direction, nobody should do it. I mean, why are we doing, why do we do that? Eh? So, Madam Joyce, please. You can do your work as special advisor to President Mahama. I think that you have some useful advice to give him. I think that you have some experience. But don't ever come and say that somebody has done because you did too much. This is just embarrassing. This is just embarrassing. Eduji Tamaklo says you have 20 years experience at the bar. After your 20 years experience at the bar, you went to buy a car for 14,000. Oh, stop that. There's another video they were showing. I don't know whether it's true or not. It has to do with the bag. I'm still on Joyce Bawa. Sorry for that. They said that now, because they talked about the bag and because we all talked about it, she hands over the bag to another person. Have a look at this video. Now, you will see in this video, yes, that's Joyce Bawa arriving. Oh, Madam Joyce, beauty with brains, they say. Now, the lady in the shadow appears to be carrying 2 bags. Joyce Bawa, there it is. He's telling us something. They are going to take a photograph. So Joyce Bawa has now handed over her bag to somebody to carry. I don't know whether it's the taxpayers who are paying her, the person carrying the bag, or Joyce Bawa is paying the person herself. But Joyce, you can't do that. You cannot do that. Now, you are giving the bag to somebody to carry. Are you afraid to carry the bag? The kinds of things you said about Samira carrying bag. Joyce, I'm talking to you. Look this direction. Joyce, look here. I'm talking to you. Joyce Bawa, now she's looking. Okay, are you listening now? You are listening. When you were saying Samira was holding bag, you didn't know that a time will come that you'll be so afraid to hold a bag that you have to give it to somebody. That's how politics. When you do bad politics, this is what happens. It's terrible politics. Terrible politics. Joyce Bawa is there. She has. So that's. I don't know whether they are showing it again. No, she's going to take her seat, and that's the bag coming there. They're going to give her the bag. Oh, Joyce. Oh, Joyce. What is this? Your bag. Oh, Joyce. The bag is for you. Why are you running away? Didn't Tamaklo say that you have practiced law for 20 years and you can afford the bag? Why are you running away? That's what happens. I don't think there's any problem with your bag. I have absolutely no issues with it. But the kind of campaign that you run is the kind of campaign with which you will be measured. So you said Samira cannot have a bag. Now you give your bag to somebody, you go and dodge, you sit down, they bring the bag. You think we won't know? So you thought that we won't know. The video has exposed you. Joyce, as for the Avensos, you can have it. We don't want it. The bag too, you can have it. But learn what to say at what time. I will leave it here because you're a woman. If you were a man, like the way I'll take it on. But you're a woman, so it's fine.